So I grabbed the... Hey everybody, and welcome back to Cast Iron Cooking. Today's video I'm going to be cooking a pork shoulder roast in my cast iron Dutch oven. Stay tuned. Okay, what you're going to need to do this pork shoulder roast is a pork shoulder roast. You need some olive oil, dry rub, a pork dry rub, some garlic, and fresh garlic. You want to use a whole head of garlic on this, and some chicken broth or beer or wine, whatever you use. And I don't drink, so I'm using chicken broth, or you can use a mixture of both, you know, whatever you want to do. I usually do sea salt, cracked pepper, minced garlic, and some other seasonings, but I've tried this rub. It's really good on pork, especially pork chops, and I've tried it on the pork shoulder. It's really good. First place, can't beat it. No, I don't endorse it. A lot of people ask me to endorse products, and I've only did it a couple times. So anyways, so you need a Dutch oven. This is an 8-pound pork roast right here. You're going to use the olive oil to coat the bottom of it so you can sear it on both sides. If you have a if you want to do it separate in a cast iron skillet, you can, but I just do it right in the same pot. Okay, can you see what I'm doing over here? Alright, so I'm going to just go ahead and coat it really good. And I'm going to let this marinate overnight. Don't let it marinate too long, or it'll turn it into something different. It kind of start cooking it a little bit, making it a little mushy. So, and then after we season it overnight, I'm gonna come back, cook it, and then show you how to braise it in the oven. It's a little different being cast iron because it gets hot pretty quick. You're going to need a little different kind of gloves to get them out. You can't just use the regular gloves or they'll burn on you. But if you get like any kind of oven glove or barbecue glove, that'll work just fine. That way you can pull it out. Alright, so I got this seasoned. We're going to let it soak overnight, and then I'll come back to you and tell you what's going on. Okay, first thing you want to do is heat your oven up to 250 degrees, and while you're waiting for that, just coat the bottom of the Dutch oven just a little bit, you know. And spread that around a little bit. Okay. Now, this is where it gets messy. We're going to go ahead and put this in here. All 8 pounds of it. It's been marinating overnight. I would normally do it about a couple of hours, but I just wanted to do it overnight. So just go ahead and cover the side up with your stock or your beer or your combination about halfway up, because you don't want to have to keep going back and checking it. It's higher on one side. Alright, so that's good. Now when you have a top, there's two kinds. There's the kind like this, which is the better because it has the little things on there that keeps the droplets from going out evenly. We're going to be using this one because this is a antique unmarked Griswold from the late 1800s. Paid like $9.95 for it at a thrift shop. It goes for the Scottsdale antique store for like 300 bucks. Go ahead and get her in there. And like I said, you're gonna need some good barbecue glove or grill gloves, oven gloves, the heavy duty kind. Link in my channel if you need them right away on Amazon. Get them to you the next day. So this is a 250. We're gonna check it in 6 hours, but I plan for it to go about 8 hours. Yeah, I pulled this out. It's been about like 3.5 hours. And so, like I say, you gotta have oven gloves, otherwise they'll burn right through the regular. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the onion in. I couldn't find it earlier, but I wouldn't have put it in until like now anyway. You want to do it in big chunks like that. You need a whole head of garlic, like I said, and I'm going to show you about how much if you use the minced garlic, which is a lot easier. Okay. Go ahead and spread this all around. A friend of mine gave me a recipe on how to do this without searing the top of the meat. So I've never tried it that way, and the other surprise is I've never done a roast this big, or a pork shoulder. So we're gonna find out how it comes out in a few more hours. And when you have gloves, make sure you're wearing them. I'm going to put this back in, and it says we get like 4.5 hours. That's the 8-hour timer, but we might check it before that. Okay, counting down 30 seconds. So let's go ahead and get ready. Great thing about pork shoulder is I'm going to do two things with it. I'm going to make kind of like carnitas, but it's going to be like pulled pork, for tacos and burritos, and then the other part I'm going to put some sauce in it and barbecue it. I use stubs. That's my favorite, and I don't really make my own. So, okay, we got 3 seconds left. This is the moment of truth, and I'm not like the other videos that say that, and then they pull it out and it's been picked to death. So they've already checked it. Alright. I did check it at 6 hours, and I let it go for another hour, so it didn't go 8. It went for 7. Can you see that? Alright, let's get the top off. Yeah, it's done. I've just got to get it over to here. So let's do that. Alright, wish me luck on this. It's going to fall apart. Yeah. So I grabbed the 8-pound roast because there's always a lot of fat and a lot of bone, as you can see here. Bam, that's a lot of bone. And she was right about it being tender. Jesus. I'm going to plate this up with some coleslaw and some baked beans. Alright, I know you want me to test this. Alright. So I went ahead and plated it. It was kind of difficult. I haven't tasted it yet, as promised. I did taste the coleslaw, though. It's pretty good. Excuse me. Sorry about my voice this whole time. Okay, let's go ahead and get some. Oh, it's still real tender. Really good. Thanks for watching, folks. And remember, don't hate, congratulate.